One of the key pains of employers and hiring managers is how to ensure employees' top performance by recruiting people with developed functional and enabling competencies suitable for a particular job. While it may be relatively easier to find people with functional skills, it is harder to find people with the right soft skills. A 2016 study by Wonderlic USA revealed that 93% of employers say soft skills are essential or very important when hiring employees. Yet, a 2015 study by LinkedIn showed that hiring managers think soft skills are hard to find. The World Bank, in its 2016 report on job situations in Ghana, revealed that about 48% of the youth in the country do not have jobs. Employers cite workplace skills gaps among graduates as key reason for their very lean hiring and low job creation at entry-level positions. Academic institutions fail to equip students with workplace soft skills. In providing a redress to the employers' concerns and country's alarming unemployment situation, TDI Global Limited launched My3D Scholars Program aimed at developing the workplace skills of youths, graduates and students to equip them with top-notch soft skills required in the world of work.
My name is Mrs. Tilda Megwa. I'm the CEO of TDI Global Limited. TDI Global is a leading multinational performance-driven, assessment-driven, advisory and competency development company. Over the past 10 years, TDI has been providing value to organizations in Ghana, helping them build their organizational capabilities and workforce competencies. You know, the aspect of TDI Global that we're talking about today is My3D program. My3D program was specifically launched in Ghana to help the workforce individuals build their soft skills. And My3D then focuses on starting from the beginning, and that beginning of assisting individuals starts with the students from when they're in school, and then we'll follow them to when they graduate, when they get into the workspace, and all through their life, building their soft skills. Soft skill has become increasingly important for anybody to succeed in life. Anybody. Research has shown that employers are looking for soft skills. And the research done by Wonderlic in the United States shows that 93% of employers say that they look for soft skills when they are hired. So what that then means to us is that if a candidate goes for an interview and doesn't get selected, it's not because that candidate is not strong in technical skills. So the candidate went to school, studied very well, had good grades, graduated with first class, and yet goes for an interview and doesn't get the job. The reason he doesn't get the job is not because of the technical competency, it's because employers are looking for soft skills. Employers are looking for people who can align with the organization in terms of their culture. Employers are looking for people who can communicate properly and present properly. Employers are looking for people who have the right demeanor to, coexist in the workplace. Employers are looking for people who have team skills. Employers are looking for people who can think and think integratively. They are looking for people who can demonstrate critical thinking, analytical thinking, strategic thinking at every aspect of life and any moment they are called upon. Employers are looking for people who are together. Do they dress properly? Have they been groomed properly? What is your personal life like? Those are the things that determine whether a candidate should get a job or not. And so increasingly what we're finding is that at the interview sessions, before a candidate even begins to get some questions around technical skills, employers are already making up their mind because they are evaluating your soft skills first. They are looking at the way you walked into the room. They are looking at the way you greeted the panel. They are looking at the way you are communicating. They are looking at your body language. They are looking at the way you dressed. So before you even get opportunity for them to ask you about your skills in engineering, your skills in computer science, your skills in management, and all the things you learned in school, before you get opportunity to get questions in those areas, decision has already been made as to whether you'll be hired or you'll not be hired. So My3D is here to fill that gap that is missing from our training institutions. And that's why TDI launched My3D. And Ghana is one of the countries that are getting that benefit of having My3D implemented all across Ghana, both in the universities and in the workspace, so that even professionals in the workplace will begin to build their skills. My3D then brings development of soft skills in a very structured manner. It's done on 3 layers, it's done on 3 layers, and that's why we have the 3D. The 3D means you need to personalize your development. So it is my own development, and I'm developing myself wearing 3 hats. The first hat is the first D, which is discover. Discover is a self-awareness phase where I need to know what soft skills I have already and what soft skills I don't have. So it's called discover, and it's the first D. And so we take you through scientific assessment that enables you to understand yourself and know what you have and what you don't have. And so the soft skills you have, we celebrate with you, and the soft skills you don't have, we develop them. And so that development leads us onto the second D. The second D is called develop. So we take you through a program that enables you to develop. So for students then, right from school, you determine your soft skills, because you want to graduate very strong. You want to graduate being the preferred candidate for any employer. And even if you are going into entrepreneurship, you need your soft skills together to be able to become a great entrepreneur. So we enable you to find out, do a self-awareness using scientific tools, which millions of people are using worldwide, to determine soft skill competency, strengths and gaps, and we call it self-awareness. And from development phase, we now move into the last D, which is deploy. There is no point learning if you not bring the new skills you have learned to action, because there is a lot that is gained in experiential learning. And so whatever you have learned, you take it to job. Whatever you've learned, you take it to a project. Whatever you've learned, you take it to a community service. And that's what the third D does for you. We call it deploy. Deploy gives you the capability to apply what you have learned onto something so that you can hone your strengths and test out the new skills that you have acquired. So students, in deploy, we expect you to get more serious with projects that you do at school. We help you find internships, where you can do internship programs that are very focused at helping you build your soft skills. We help you find job. On My3D platform, employers actually go there to hire. So it's also a hiring platform. It's a hiring platform where employers can go there and hire graduates. Okay, so we help you even define what kind of projects you need to do to help you hone specific areas. For instance, if you have been developed in communication or in writing skills, we help you design writing programs that help you apply that skill. And if you have been developed in thinking and reasoning, how do you think and how do you reason? Well, we give you projects that help you apply what you have learned in thinking and reasoning.
Hello guys, my name is Brian Collins Kwame. I'm a student from Manchester University studying BSc Business Administration. My 3D journey has been an amazing yet insightful experience. Why do I say this? I've learned so much, guys, so much, you can't even imagine. In commenting, my journey has been in 3 phases so far in my 3D program. So we began with the competency category, then we moved on to the thinking and reasoning, and we later on moved on to the internship platform where we have to apply whatever you have been taught. But in this case, we have to apply, since I'm an Ashesi student, both the Ashesi University applications and My3D program. So first of all, in the competency level, we had to deal with diverse and different ways of actually knowing ourselves. So it was more like a self-assessment sort of stage. So it was really insightful, guys. I really enjoyed it.
My name is Romeo Neti, a student of Ashesi University, offering computer engineering. My 3D program was a great experience for me. It all started with a 3 days session at Ashesi University campus where we went through competency. It was basically more about self-development and how we can understand ourselves and develop ourselves better. We then started a 5 day, we then later on did a 5 day session too, which was based on thinking and reasoning, which was very interesting because we got to know various ways of looking at problems, how we can well solve problems, and critical thinking. The highlight for me of the entire program was when we moved on to the internship, where we went through a 1-month internship at Societe Generale. The program is built in a way that is not just theory-based, but it's also practical. So you learn a lot of things and gather a lot of skills, and then you implement them with the internship. So through the internship, I managed to apply some of these things and saw some of the examples that they gave us during the session. I really took a lot from this experience. It was quite amazing because I got tips on how best I can present. I've been doing a lot of presentation in school, but then some of the things that I learned here were really new to me. Like I was really surprised that some of the things I was actually doing were a bit wrong in a way. I also learned how to properly analyze data, how well to carry myself around, especially in the corporate environment, which I was new to. I'd like you guys to also try out this experience for yourself. There are lots of advantages that come to it, and you have to come and experience this for yourself also.
Hi everyone, my name is Hefsiba Emerile from Ashesi University. I'm majoring in computer science and I'm going to 200 level. Wow, my experience so far in the 3D platform program has been interesting, amazing, insightful. Like I describe it as an all-round experience. So we first started with the self-assessment, and that was like me on paper. I was like Hefsiba on paper because I saw all my skills, I saw everything, objective judgment, assertiveness, my energy level. It was really wow for me. And then we went to the 3 days program, and that was like the competency. And there we talked on ways on how to build our skills, also making use of the IDAP. Yes, which is like a tracking tool that enables you to develop a particular skill at a particular time. Then we went to the 5 days program, which was a thinking and reasoning. For me, it was like really emphasizing on the things that we really need to be like the outstanding students out there. It was really interesting for me. Like I enjoyed every bit of the program. The peak for me was the internship period. It was my first internship, and so I had to like put into use everything I'd learned both in school and also from this program. I really encourage everyone out there, like take the time to really invest in yourself, invest in your life, and you need to come to my 3D program.
And students who have gone through our program, we call them My3D scholars. And so organizations in Ghana are designing specific internship programs for My3D scholars. Also, you will hear from employers who have worked with some of our graduates. They will share their testimonies of the kind of value that My3D scholars are bringing to them.
My name is Mavis Boateng, HR coordinator, Right to Play Ghana. I worked with Brian Botre from Ashesi University, who is on the My3D Scholar program. Brian's inquisitiveness, seriously, it was on a higher side because he wanted to always know whatever is going on around him, and it was fun working with him.
Mr. Mazdazi, Head of Application Technical Support, IT Development, Software Development Unit of Societe Generale Ghana IT. I'm giving a few comments on the 2 interns I've worked with. Hesba happened to be with us for a period of 3 weeks, and it was quite interesting with her. What I can talk about her is she's inquisitive to know more, and also she's faster on the tasks assigned to her in terms of completion. Concerning Romeo Neti, My3D scholar also, yes, Romeo is also inquisitive just like Hepzibah. They're both inquisitive, meaning they're ready and always want to know and to learn new things. It was a good time with them, and we believe that this is a very good starting point for them to carry on the next attachment and other services they will have to improve upon their talents and their future skill.
I'm Sebastian Anetisham, a developer and an analyst with Societe Generale Ghana. I work with the interns from My3D scholars who worked directly under me when they were here for their internship. I worked with Romel and Hepzibah, and for Hepzibah was always curious, wanted to know what we were doing at every point in time. Mel did very well. He completed the tasks on time, and I got the time to go out with him too. You know, there were days I went out with both of them, and then I went out with them individually, and he did what he was asked to do. Specifically when we are out and we are working, he's on top of the assignments that he has been given to do.
So students, it's important that you enroll in my 3D program. One of the questions I got interestingly this week from a student at Cape Coast University, the student said to me, how will my 3D program distinguish me when I am looking for the work? And honestly, that's a very interesting question. And it was important that it came from a student because it means that the student is thinking. So I said to the student, wow, that's a good question.
My3D solves that problem. It comes with a structured approach to soft skill development. If you have a first class in computer science, but you are not able to convey ideas in your own voice, you seriously be disadvantaged. You are not able to display best writing skills. You will seriously be disadvantaged. So irrespective of whichever area of study you pursue, there are soft skills or global competencies for life success that you will need to imbibe in yourself. And this really is what My3D does for students. And I am looking forward to many more students in Ghana taking part in this program, getting stronger and succeeding in school.
My3D Scholars Program, through its Workplace Skills Development Program, equips corporate employees and graduates for world-class performance. Here, level 100 to 400 students of Ashesi University were beneficiary of My3D program. After the discovery and development stage, they are offered internship programs to deploy the companies trained in various corporate organizations. They are also awarded with certificates. Employers are looking for people with intellectual, analytical, and creative ability to learn quickly, identify issues, and propose solutions. My3D scholars reach informed conclusions through broad thinking, work with incomplete or conflicting data, take well-calculated risks, and identify new ways of doing things based on an analysis of current conditions, data, and feedback. Employers hope that the graduates they recruit will be future leaders, so they will ask you about achievement in any areas of your life as well as academic qualifications. My3D scholars overcome obstacles in order to achieve good at working by themselves or within a team. Students who pass through My3D are entrepreneurial or career ready to meet the demands of entrepreneurship or the industry, private sector organizations to achieve corporate performance excellence by designing and delivering world-class solutions that build the institution's capability and help them achieve sustainable higher performance and global competitiveness.